5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today to recognize one of Nebraska's daughters of Native American Heritage Month, Judi Gaiashkibos, a descendant of Chief Smokemaker of the Ponca Nation, who was the signatory to an early treaty between the United States and the Ponca people in 1825. Judi has served as the Executive Director for the Nebraska Commission on Indian Affairs since 1995, where she focuses on creating partnerships and coalitions with elected representatives, tribal leaders, nonprofit organizations, and educational institutions. She's been the principal liaison to the Nebraska legislature, developing policy for the state's 4 federally recognized tribes and all its native citizens. In 2006, she was elected as a president of the Governor's Interstate Indian Council. In fact, Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts praised Judi as an advocate for Nebraska's First Peoples and a loyal spokesman for their priorities. Judi earned a Bachelor's of Arts degree in Human Relations and completed her Master's in Management, both at Doane College in Nebraska. In 2009, Judi was a lecturer and an advisor for the First Native Daughters Project at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln College of Journalism and Mass Communications, and is currently an adjunct professor for the Second Native Daughters Project, focusing on the Indian women in Oklahoma. In her long and distinguished career, Judi has served on many advisory councils across the state, including Nebraska's Minority Justice Committee, the P16 Leadership Council, and the Nebraska Partners in Prevention Coalition. In 2008, she was appointed to the University of Nebraska's President's Advisory Council. Additionally, Judi is a member of the Racial Profiling Advisory Committee, the U.S. Census Advisory Board, the Interchurch Ministries Grants to American Indians in Nebraska, the Nebraska Rural Development Commission, and recently, a 3-year term on the board of the United Way. She's a member of the Sheldon Museum of Art's Advisory Council, and in 2012 was appointed to the Doane University Project of Trustees. She is a leader. Because of her courageous leadership, Judi has garnered many prestigious awards, including the Douglas County Historical Society 2009 Doorkeeper Award for opening new doorways in the spirit of unity, equality, and understanding, and was the 2012 recipient of the prestigious Nebraska Humanities Sower Award. She received the Distinguished Nebraska Lander Award at the 2017 Annual Statehood Dinner. An enrolled member of the Ponca tribe of Nebraska, Judi descends from a family of great leaders and role models and credits much of her success to their love and support. Her mother was born in 1913, and as a young girl attended the Genoa Indian School. Following this, her mother returned to the Ponca homelands and served on the Ponca Tribal Council in her 30s, at a time when non-Indian women were not serving in these elected positions. Later, Judi's mother and grandparents moved with her and her 10 brothers and sisters to Norfolk, Nebraska. Her mother and grandmother took turns working and caring for the family at a time when most women were not working outside the home. As other Ponca followed them off the reservation, Judi's mother continued to serve as a leader to many of them, helping them get settled and find opportunities. Her mother was a liaison between the two worlds, much like Judi is today. Eager to share the history of the Ponca, Judi will eagerly tell you about 2 key historic moments. The first is the trial of Chief Standing Bear. After the forced removal of Ponca to Oklahoma and the Warmlands, Standing Bear began the return journey home to bury his 16-year-old son, Bearshill, keeping a deathbed promise he made. The Ponca were arrested in Nebraska by General George Crook's soldiers. On May 12, 1879, Standing Bear won an important legal victory for himself and for all Native Americans, stating that he was a person under United States law. The second significant event in Ponca history was their tribal termination in 1966 and the Ponca tribe of Nebraska's historic restoration on October 31, 1990. Judi believes that we are all ambassadors for our people, and it's important that we show up every day for duty and live by our traditional principles. She's motivated each day by a famous quote by Wilma Mankiller from the Native Daughters publication on the women of Oklahoma that states, "The secret of our success is that we never, never give up." We are inspired by the life and example of Judi Gaiashkibos. I can think of no one more fitting to honor for Native American Heritage Month. I yield back the balance of my time.